Yo, welcome to the Vibe Provider Podcast. I'm your host, Kala Friel, and we got a special guest, Kala Friel, aka my husband, aka my financial advisor, aka my guy. Yeah, say what's up.
What's up?
We had to squeeze Kala in before the guest list gets too long. We gotta start with the life updates. What's the latest?
The latest with me, working full time. It keeps me busy. Also trying to focus on goals for 2024 and figure out how I can make more progress in life and do better and be better. Just trying to make some moves and try to make some money and have a better life, get healthier, things like that.
Okay, dude. Me too on the back.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's something I definitely have to think about that I haven't really put thought into, but I do love the beginning of the new year, new me, new goals. I got this. Let's grind.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my friends, well, I came up with this idea. I know there's a lot of like networking groups and stuff like that, and I've always struggled with just connecting with people. And so I have a couple of good friends from pickleball, of course, and I just brought up the idea, hey, what if we kind of put together an accountability group and support each other in our goals and work out together and things like that. And they were for it, and so we decided to just do it, and we meet weekly and just kind of talk about our goals, check in on progress, see if we can help each other. We work out and obviously plan when we're going to play pickleball. So it's a good
time. So you actually did this just last week. So like what kind of things are you allowed to spill the tea? Like,
yeah.
What are people talking about? Like, do you think it's actually working?
I think so. I think we all kind of wanted something like this, and we just, never know if other people want to do it with you.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of them are good at goals already, and so we're kind of learning from them and using all their strengths and trying to work together to be better. It actually all started a couple of months ago. I was like, you know what? I think I just don't have enough hard things in my life. And so we're like, I just brought it up at pickleball one day. I'm like, hey, would you guys want to get together maybe like once a month and just do something that kind of sucks? And
I would never.
I had a whole list of ideas already, like, I don't know, ice baths and long hikes and learning new skills and things like that.
That's straight up rugged.
And they're like, yeah, we're in for it. So like the next Saturday we went to this park and we just ran up and down this hill for an hour and saw how many times we could do it, and it sucked. And then but we all enjoyed it and we kind of liked it, and then we kind of just talked about one little concept and we're like, let's do it,
Dang.
And so we already have our 2024 schedule planned because that was part of our goals. We decided one event for each month, and we're going to do it. And then it also kind of morphed from there too. Like we made goals. So we all have goals for 2024. We all have a goal to try to accomplish before 2023 ends.
Okay.
And so every week we check in on that goal. We do some planning. We talked about goals for 2024, and then we lift weights for like an hour and a half. And
do you want to share what your goal is?
My goals?
For the one that you have to meet before the end of 2023?
Yeah, so last year I like lost a bunch of weight, and then with the fall and winter I've kind of been gaining it back. And so I'm up like 30 pounds from my lowest. And so I'm trying to lose 20 pounds before the end of the month.
Oh.
Haven't been doing great, but it's a work in progress, and I'll get there.
Okay, that's sick.
Yeah.
I might sound like a terrible wife that I didn't know that, so now I won't suggest that, like, we should go to Handles today. Dang. That was with the boys, though, so, like, cut me some slack, ladies, gentlemen, whoever's listening. I did not
Yeah.
Now I know, though, so we will not be hitting handles an ice cream place in Utah. So, okay, that's sick. Did not know we were gonna go that direction, but that's cool. I hope that like will motivate some listeners. But life updates for me. It's still crazy that like I'm doing this podcast. I think it will always feel crazy because while I'm doing this podcast, I'm sure I'll hit milestones.
For sure.
So it will always feel like cool and awesome. Like, okay, so actually today I just aired my first episode. So this is Friday, and Meet the Host actually just came out. And today, 4 listeners abroad downloaded the podcast. 4 people, only 4 abroad.
And in places we don't know. So it's not people that we know.
I don't know someone in Australia right now, and they listen. So if you're listening, what's up, Australia?
Appreciate it.
Appreciate ya. And then Japan. I know Newey's there, but I don't think missionaries are listening.
Yeah.
So whoever's in Japan, what's up?
I doubt it's him.
United Kingdom.
Woo!
Hey. Thanks for listening. And then there was one more. Germany. I don't know anyone in Germany. Guten Tag. Thanks for listening.
Shout out to Germany.
I actually took German in high school. All I know is nicht so gut. Not so good. I probably said it terrible too. Please forgive me.
Maybe one of your classmates moved to Germany and now they listen.
Yeah, maybe. So, anyways, the first episode dropped. I am like, that's wild. But I know it's only gonna go up from here.
For sure.
And like I can't even like picture it. But I know that it's gonna, like, this is never gonna feel like normal.
Yeah. And I think I can tell that you love this, and so I'm excited to see where it goes, and I hope it's very successful, you know?
Yeah, I hope so too. Like I hope that this just like happens for a long time. Okay, yeah, so that's like pretty big update. It's just doing the podcast finally. I've always said I was going to. It's been like a year since the idea started. So It's crazy that it took this long. It's definitely my fault for taking so long. But
because I bought the mics and stuff
in
for
March,
your birthday.
my birthday. But the idea before that,
Yeah.
I was with a group of friends who were like, "You should start a podcast," and I was like, "Ha ha ha." That's so funny. And then I was like, that would be sick though. And I could talk. So
So we'll see where it goes.
yeah. So anyways, thanks for listening. Other life updates. Christmas is coming.
Yep. Very fast.
We don't have like kids and things to like make it magical. And that's an excuse for sure. Like I'm not trying to be like, we don't have kids, there's no magic. Because like we can make our own magic. But also it's just like, we bought our Christmas presents already and opened them. And there's not going to be Christmas presents under the tree. And we're going to someone else's house that day.
I think it's just not a priority for us because I think we got other things to do, you know?
Yeah.
Like even Christmas stuff, like the other night we went and saw Christmas lights and we kind of had to like, okay, let's go do it, you know? Instead of like, oh yeah, we want to go do this, you know?
But I'm excited for like the magic that kids bring for the future. Yeah. That will be cool. It will be exhausting, but it will be cool. So that's something to look forward to. Okay, I think that's up for like life updates. Just the holidays, parties, seeing friends. You're losing 20 pounds hopefully at the end of the month.
Hopefully.
Now until the end of the month is what I probably should have said.
Yeah.
Okay, so gosh, I do love a good life update. It's good talking about like what you're looking forward to, what's going on, or what like crappy things going, and it's good to just talk it out. Now we're getting into my favorite part of the episode, my get to know you questions. So if you listened to episode 1, Meet the Host, I answered the questions myself, and so now we're gonna have our guest Kala Friel, my guy, answer them. I love this question. What's in a Kala Friel starter pack?
After putting a lot of thought into this, definitely things that I think would be on me very frequently would be a Carhartt shirt because it's what fits me best and it's most comfortable.
Are you a blue collar boy though?
No, but I'm rugged though, so
Oh,
it's
okay, cool.
Yeah. Basketball shorts or athletic shorts because that's what I wear if I don't have to wear anything else.
Okay.
New Balance shoes because I have wide feet and and I love New Balances.
Same.
New Balance sponsor me because I love New
Okay.
Balance. And then a 60-ounce Stanley because I like drinking water and I try to drink a lot of water, and all the other like Stanleys and water bottles are too small because I usually just like drink it in one sip. Oh.
We're good.
So a 60-ounce to be specific. With the handle. Yeah. It doesn't fit in any cup holders, but YOLO. And is that it?
You have one more. Are you gonna say slippers or
yeah.
pickleball paddle? Which one?
I mean, now that it's winter, it's definitely more the pickleball paddle than the slippers.
Okay.
But if I cannot wear shoes, like if I'm able to not wear shoes, I'm not trying to wear shoes. So it would be slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's your starter pack. Love
Yeah.
to hear it. Okay, what's one thing on your wish list under $500?
One thing on my wish list under $500. I don't even know. I right now I want a lot of things over $500, but
Gotta be under.
if I could have something right now under $500, it would probably be a new pickleball paddle, I guess.
We already got that.
True.
But you want to know what you told me?
What?
This was a while ago.
Yeah, this is a refilm of an episode.
Yeah, guys, I'm just trying to get you the most up-to-date content. I'm trying to give you guys what you need. Up
Current
to date.
events.
You put a rice cooker.
Oh yeah, I would still like that.
I
I'm
knew
really
it.
bad. I want a lot of things, but I don't buy things, so I just forget about it, you know? But I would love a great rice cooker right now because why not?
Why not? Here we go. Question of the hour. What's your fun drink?
My fun drink would be Body Armor Light,
Body Armor Light.
or if I'm feeling rich, then Essentia.
Whoa!
It's because it's expensive, but my friend put me onto Essentia, and I tried it, and I loved it because I don't hydrate well, and I feel like it really helped me to hydrate well and not cramp up when I play a lot of pickleball.
So Essentia is a type of water where it's like an alkaline water, and so the pH levels are different. So when you drink it, it hydrates you more than a regular bottle of water or tap water.
Apparently. I'm a believer.
He swears by it. So anyways,
but
that's
my
just
wallet's
a type
not
of...
a believer, so I drink tap water too.
Yeah, he's a big tap water drinker. But you put some of that fancy pebble ice in there now and again.
Yeah.
The pebble ice maker is mostly for me.
Yeah, I would be fine without ice, I think, but sometimes it's a nice little treat.
I need pebble ice to survive.
But Body Armor is my treat.
Body Armor Light hits for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. It's super good.
It's tasty and there's no sugar added, I think. Or
Well, the light
probably,
one, yeah. The light one's like
Yeah.
25 calories. I don't know if that matters to you.
Yeah.
So it's like low in calories, low in sugars. It's like natural sugars. It reminds me of like a juice / Gatorade.
Yeah.
So
But the Body Armor regular has a ton of sugar in it,
Yeah.
so I don't drink that.
who is your celeb bestie?
My celeb bestie. Who did I put?
Jack Johnson.
I was thinking that actually, so maybe I just remembered it. Yeah, I think Jack Johnson would be my celeb bestie. He seems like a chill guy. I don't know. He likes surfing and he makes good music, and I like good music and I like surfing and the beach. And he just seems like he's into the same things I'm into. Like I'm into, I'm trying to be healthy, trying to eat more like organic food and stuff. And I think he's about that life too. And he just seems like he's mellow and go with the flow. And I think I'm mellow and go with the flow.
All right, dude. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that for you. Oh, what's your current hyperfixation? Like, what can you not stop thinking about at the moment?
For the past like 2.5 years, it would be definitely pickleball. But I mean, like more currently, I think. I mean, just like in the past 2 weeks, I've been thinking about my goals a lot and trying to make progress towards them.
Okay.
Like, you know, because my group, we like thought about our goals and we're gonna like break them down and try to like plan out the next year.
Okay.
And I made some pretty lofty goals, and I think I can accomplish them, but it's going to take a lot of work. And so I think, like, I even found myself, you know, on Saturday we talked about it, and then afterwards I, like, spent probably an hour just thinking about it, and then on Sunday morning I, like, wrote them down, just kind of, like, scatterbrained and wrote them down, and then I found myself that night just thinking about them and, like, what do I need to do? How can I make them more clear? And, you know, do I have too many and things like that?
Okay.
And so I think recently that's been a big thing. Yeah.
Wow. That is some great thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just making me realize I really need to start planning for my 2024.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're doing it, you know, the podcast. So
Yeah.
you're
I'm going to have
in
to make
action.
goals for the podcast so I can like track them, you know?
Yeah.
Because there's something about writing it down / manifesting it. Like, I don't know, obviously like realistic, but also a little bit of out of the realistic range.
Yeah.
Because I think you can reach, you know? But.
And I think that's what I'm bad at. You know me. I'm bad at planning.
We are bad at
like,
planning.
I'm bad at keeping myself accountable, and I think that's why I thought of this group, so that like, you know, I have friends to help keep me accountable, and like, so I can make progress towards these goals. And yeah, and so I mean, really, that's a weakness of mine. Like, even my work day and planning, I just go out and wing it, and I do fine.
Dude, we are just wingers.
Yeah, but I feel like more success will come if I can master the skill of like setting goals and accomplishing them and planning it out. And so that's like a big focus of mine. Actually, that's one of my goals, is like to plan weekly, monthly, and like a short planning session daily, just to try to accomplish everything I need to accomplish. And I feel like I need to do it to reach my goals.
Why are we 30 years old and like, I wish we were type A people.
Well, I'm pretty good at like keeping things in order and organized in my mind. And so like, I know what I need to accomplish, but I think if I put it down on paper and actually just like take an extra 30 minutes to think it through and like figure out how it's going to be successful, then I think that's where I'll see a big difference, you know?
My brain is so not the brain I wish I had. It's so scattered. So I have to write things down. I have like to-do lists all over. Like after a couple of days, I can like pick them all up and like throw them away and stuff.
Well, one thing that I found recently, because I've been trying to be better at this, is within Google, like their whole thing, there's like a app called Tasks or something. And you can literally just type anything into there. You can make categories of lists.
Oh, dang.
And then you can like click it and it checks it off and disappears.
Oh, cool.
And I've been using that for work and stuff, and I really like it. And it's satisfying to click it and it disappears, you know?
Yeah.
When you accomplish it. And so I'm just trying to like create the habit of using it more, because I find myself remembering it and using it, and then I find myself forgetting it as well.
Okay. The thing about me is I like to cross it off, and then at the end I'm like, look at all these things I've crossed. If they disappear, I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Current TV show and favorite TV show. So I need two shows from you.
Current TV show would probably be Quarterback.
Okay.
On Netflix. I was actually just watching it before this.
I had to prime away for the TV for this.
I don't love it, but I mean, everyone talked great about it, and it's better than anything else I've seen recently. So
Okay.
that's why I watch it. Favorite TV shows ever? That's a hard one. The Office would definitely be up on the list because it's a classic. And I actually never liked it before. I would only see random episodes. And I was like, oh, it's not that funny. But watching it beginning to end, I was like, that's probably the greatest TV series ever. So, The Office. Yeah, I would say that's probably the favorite ever.
I don't even know what else you would say besides that. So for you to even think about it, I'm like, don't joke, dude. Just say The Office.
No. Well, I love Breaking Bad. I love Ozark.
Dang. Oh, Yellowstone.
I like Yellowstone.
And the sister show that goes with that. 18 something.
Yeah, there's like 18 something and there's 19 something.
Oh, okay. Dang,
Yeah.
they be coming out with that content you guys need for those Yellowstone people.
But I think Yellowstone's kind of just popular now. I don't think it's like a classic like The Office.
Yeah, you're right. What is your love language?
I think my love language is physical touch.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
I try. Mine isn't. I don't like physical touch, but I love you, so I'm gonna try to give you that physical touch that you need.
Yeah.
I try. I really do.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I just love you, that's why.
Love you too.
Okay. What is something people might not know about you?
Did I write something down for this?
I can't remember what you
Because
said.
what came to my mind is, should I wait?
Nah, you're good.
What came to my mind is that I'm funny.
Actually, yeah, that's a good one.
But the reason I say that is because when I meet people, I don't really like talk to them. I'm naturally an introvert. And so I think people just wouldn't get that from me. I think a lot of people who meet me think I'm boring, you know? Mm-hmm. But I just like, I don't know. I've always been that way. Like throughout my whole life is like when I meet new people, I kind of just like give them the bare minimum answers. Don't like really let them know who I am. But then I always have like a close group of friends who know exactly who I am and like be
like,
myself around.
Yeah, like busting them and
Yeah.
razzing.
Yeah. And I don't know. That's just me. And I don't know. Like,
Actually, that's a really good answer.
yeah.
You are super funny. Like, super funny. I don't even know how to describe your humor because it's like, it's different per the situation.
Yeah. I like to try to be witty and funny. But I mean, obviously, I'm not like a comedian or anything, but
I don't know how to describe your humor. I wish I could, but just like on the spot, it's hard to say because.
But yeah, I think most people just don't know me well. I think even some people that I am in contact with a lot don't really know me. Mm-hmm. Like I go out and talk to dentist's office all day, and I don't think they know who I am really. Like.
Yeah, there's not a chance that they probably.
And I'm pretty close to some of these people because I see them all the time. But like I just like kind of have a professional persona, I guess. I don't know, while I'm in their office. And then I even have friends or acquaintances, I guess, who I've spent a lot of time with. And I don't think they really know my personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I also just like don't really care, you know?
Yeah. We don't have like a topic planned for Kala that we'll both talk about, but I thought it'd be cool because I don't know, Kala is from Hawaii and he's Hawaiian and he's played college football. He's just done, not everyone can say they grew up on an island next to the beach, and a lot of people can't say they used to be a college athlete. So I figured we just kind of talk about those things.
Yeah.
Growing up in Hawaii. Obviously, people probably just think like, that's a dream, living in paradise. So, can you confirm or deny?
Growing up in Hawaii, can I confirm it's a dream?
Yeah. People assume that probably growing up in Hawaii is like, oh, growing up in paradise, all the thing. Can you confirm or deny that?
I think I think I can't confirm or deny. I think to me it's a dream, but I think to a lot of people it wouldn't be a dream. Um, it's expensive. Like, we want to live there,
Yeah.
but we can't afford to move there,
No, dude, I'm not trying to spend like $9 on milk and
Yeah.
eggs. Like $18 on milk and eggs, $9 each.
Yeah. So there's a lot going on there. But like my time growing up there, I loved it and I wouldn't want to grow up anywhere else. Then obviously there's the whole island thing, which a lot of people aren't used to. Like people say they get island fever and they want to leave, But to me, I'm like, there's so much to do here. My whole world was there.
Yeah.
So I love it, and I would say it's a dream, but I don't think it's everyone's dream. I think a lot of people move there and kind of realize that and leave, Mm-hmm. And there's just a lot of hard things to it as well, because most people, when they experience it, they experience vacation. Mm-hmm. And
resorts and lagoon, even like the ocean that's by the resort, it's not like real ocean, it's a lagoon, so there's like not waves crashing on them.
Yeah, and it's vacation, where you're just having fun all day. You're going to fun restaurants, spending more than you normally would.
Having
you go to fun
luau's,
beaches, going to luau's, and like it's not real life, It's just a different experience, but I think it's a great experience, and I think just the community and the closeness, I guess, is something that you don't find in a lot of places.
Yeah, Polynesian culture is like next level. It's super cool. I'm glad I got married to someone who's Polynesian so I can experience that.
Yeah, like I knew all my neighbors. We grew up together, those of us who were the same age. Mm-hmm. And we went to school together. We knew each other. We played together. Made a lot of friends through sports and things like that, and like it was just a good experience overall. A little more closeness.
One thing I do want to bring up that I feel like people don't know unless like you're from Hawaii is there's like a lot of families within one home.
Yeah, so because it is so expensive. That's why.
Yeah, will you talk about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of like multi-generational families in one home just because rent is so expensive. Trying to afford a house to buy is so expensive that people just live with their parents, and then maybe they have kids, and so there's like 3 generations. And then also like taking care of elders is part of the culture, so like maybe you have 4 generations, Mm-hmm. And it's expensive to like put your family into a home. I think the main theme of Hawaii is just it's expensive, so you kind of just have to make do with what you have, Mm-hmm. Because like the housing thing, groceries, like.
And I feel like we just have been seeing more like friends and family from Hawaii like move to the mainland.
Yeah.
And that their money just goes so much farther.
Yeah.
Which is sad because it'd be wonderful to keep people who are originally from Hawaii there and with their culture and whatnot. But it's cool that they get to move to the mainland and then like show their neighbors and new friends their culture. But
I would love to like have our kids grow up in Hawaii and experience the way I grew up.
Same. Part of me thought that we would be back already. And okay, low key, I've never really said this out loud. I was kind of like, I'm just going to wait to have kids till we get to Hawaii. So then my kids can be like, oh, I'm born and raised. I don't know if we'll ever get to that point because it seems like Hawaii isn't in the near future or like I don't know. We're just like, we're not 5-year planners, which we probably should. Because I don't know if in the next 5 years we'd move to Hawaii or not. But I guess we'll have to figure that out in our 2024 planning and where we will be in the next 5 years. But I want that too. I want my kids to like, they'll be 25% Hawaiian. So I want them to be culturally more than 25%. So
yeah. And it's just different life experiences, like going to the beach every weekend or like hanging out with your extended family. Cause I think that's less of a thing here, or like in your family,
Yeah, our extended family like doesn't really get together, but yours does.
Yeah, like I grew up and my cousins would come to our house like after school and stuff because their parents had to work and things like that, and so we would hang out in the evenings when they needed it, and we'd get together for parties and family.
Yeah, and
stuff.
you and your friends were just cruising around and hitting the beaches and
Yep.
bodyboarding, and
Yeah.
that's sick. That's cool. To be a teenager in Hawaii, gosh, dude, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a good time.
That's cool. Hopefully that's what our future looks like. But if not, dude, we just go with the flow.
Yeah. And also, I mean, along the lines of our kids being born in Hawaii, I don't want them to be the weird cousins who like,
I know.
oh, I don't like the beach.
I
don't
know.
want to swim. Oh, this food's gross.
I know. I'm a
Like,
picky
you know?
eater, and I'm like, do not want my kids to know that I'm a picky eater. I'm going to lie to them. I'll own it. I will lie. Mom, why aren't you eating this? Oh, I'm full.
I think we just have to force them into
Yeah.
experiences, you know?
Yeah. Okay, I feel like that was pretty good. I feel like people might have learned some new things about Hawaii that they probably didn't know, but also that you had a great time growing up in Hawaii. And like, I'm sure everyone's experience is different, but I'm glad that yours was good.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it. All right, let's talk about college football a little bit before we wrap this thing up.
College football was a great experience. It was honestly in high school, I didn't know if I was going to have the opportunity to experience it.
Okay. So you weren't that kid that's like, what are you gonna be when you grow up? I'm gonna play in the NFL. I'm gonna like play college football. Like, you know, like some kids do,
Yeah.
which is cool. Like that's awesome if they do that and have like those goals. But
Never. That was not me. I was like, I'm trying to be at the beach after school every day.
hey, that would
I
have been me
had
too.
like some of my football friends love the beach, and we would always go to the beach like any opportunity we could. And then I had also those teammates who were just like all about football, like let's lift,
let's hit the
let's
weight
do extra
room.
conditioning and agility.
We could never.
you know. And I was like, why don't we just go to the beach, you know?
Yeah.
And I think honestly, like if I could go back, I would do more of that stuff. But you
Okay.
know, hindsight's 2020, and it's just a different level of maturity, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, in high school, my brother was recruited pretty good, and he like committed to BYU out of high school, and I kind of just played football. It's because my dad said to, and my friends did it, you know.
Yeah.
But I was like not serious about it at all. I had zero aspirations of going to the NFL. Like it was just something I did, you know. Like,
Well, I'm kind of glad you said that because not everyone's goals are the same.
I didn't have goals.
Well, I also think that this is kind of like for the moms and dads who could be listening to the Vibe Provider podcast. Hey, moms and dads, that like sometimes you don't have to worry that. I mean, don't get me wrong, worry about your kids, but sometimes you don't have to worry so hard.
Yeah.
Because, like, look at you, like, and I'm not saying this is every case, like, don't come at me. I'm just saying, like, cool, it worked out.
Well,
like,
yes. And I'm not saying I'm like great or anything, but I think I do okay. And I think, I mean, one thing I was talking about with my friends on our goal setting thing is like, dude, I've never seen my parents set a goal, have goals up, anything like that, you know? They probably had goals, or I don't know, maybe they didn't write them down.
yeah,
But I think it's a skill, and I think like I want to show our kids like, hey, you need to have goals. You need to shoot for things. You
Yep.
need to like work towards a goal, accomplish it, and then move to the next one, you know?
yeah,
And like I was talking with my friend, and he's like, yeah, my dad growing up had a whiteboard. His goals were always on it. Every day he kind of like checked in on them, you know, and like updated and things
Cool.
like that. And I was like, I want that to be me, you know?
cool.
And
We can
so
we can make that happen.
along those lines, like, yeah, it's great to not force kids into certain things, which I'm not saying I was forced into football. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
But like, it's important to kind of teach kids to have goals and work towards
totally,
things and
totally.
go through things that suck.
It's just like, so something about Kala and I is we've worked with kids within the church that we go to. And so I just feel like I've seen a lot of different types of parents.
Yeah.
And so some kids are like killing it, like doing so awesome. and their parents are freaking out. And I'm like, breathe, like, like, come on, like, your kids are cool. They're working hard. They're on honor roll. Like, and I'm not a parent. Let me preface that. Like, I don't know anything you're going through, but sometimes I'm like, your kids are cool.
Yeah, we love all our kids, and we think they're all great.
They're doing good. Like, don't get me wrong. Your kids are gonna like make a bad decision, and it's gonna worry you and like keep you up at night and things like that. But then also, it's like, dude, like you went to school, you went to football practice. Somehow, some way, you got on a college football team. Like, I'm just saying that, like, gosh, dude, parenting's so wild. I don't even know where to go from here. Like, if your kids aren't super ambitious, like, that's okay. Like, you weren't super ambitious, but, like, things worked out, you know? But also there's kids out there who are goal-oriented and want to make it to the NFL. And it's, like, cool. Just support them. Cheer them on. Like, hopefully they can make it there. Everyone is so different. So it's like, regardless, I'm sure parents are just gonna worry.
Yeah,
if they're super goal oriented or not.
And along those same lines, obviously we're not parents, we're not professionals.
Yeah, I hope I'm not like making someone so upset right now.
But one thing I want to do is like, I think you're kind of talking about like, are the parents' goals aligned with the kids' goals, you know? Mm-hmm. And I always thought like, hey, I'm going to force my kids to do things so that they can learn. And I appreciate my dad. Like my dad put me in sports. He forced me to put effort into it, you know? And it helps me in the long run, you know? Yeah. And I think sometimes like I look back at myself as a kid and I'm like, I never would have accomplished much if my dad wasn't pushing me, you know?
Totally.
And so, like, I'm still gonna force my kids to do things, but I don't like it used to be like, hey, they're gonna do sports because I do believe in sports as like a great way to learn life lessons and become better at other things. Mm-hmm. But now I'm like, hey, maybe they're gonna want to do music or something, or dance. You
just have to have an open mind of like what kind of person they're gonna be as they grow up.
Yeah, and so I'm not necessarily going to choose what they're going to do, but they're going to have to do something. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to force them to work hard at it and be great and set goals and like get better, you know?
Yeah. And sorry if that's a frustrating topic for anyone listening. If you're just, you know, if you're a parent, guess what? It's the first time ever in your life that you're a parent. So don't beat yourself up. Sorry if we brought up topics that's like you're having a hard time going through, and we're like, when we're parents, we're gonna be so good. Like
I'm not saying I'm gonna be good. I'm just saying
the parents listening to this are probably rolling their eyes, as you should. Roll them at us, because we don't know, and it's gonna be brutal out there when we are. But I just want to validate you that you're probably just trying your best. So keep it up, moms and dads. You're doing good. I really believe in you. So I'm sorry if we said anything that upset you. That's never our intention. So keep it up, moms and dads. We love you. Heart, 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 heart. Okay, we got off on a tangent. So to wrap this up, tell us about the sick merch and perks of college football before we end.
Well, now there's a lot better perks.
Yeah, college players can earn money.
They're getting big paychecks.
Yeah, so really quick. So when Kala played college football, if he went to a restaurant and someone knew he was a football player and be like, we want to give this to you for free, he would have to decline. Like, he would get in trouble or, like, thrown off the squad. Like, actually, there were things, like, in the past that, like, players and coaches got in trouble for accepting things, like free cars, money, things like that.
Flights.
So,
trips.
Just within the last couple of years, since, like, 2020 or 2021, the NCAA, which is like college sports, came out and said that, that rule's gone. So I bet you've noticed like college football or college sports players can are doing commercials, are whatever college is in your town. I'm sure you know the main like popular sport players at your school. They're probably posting on their social media about restaurants and clothing brands and pre-workout. So college athletes are making such good money these days by taking brand deals and working with companies. So that's sick. Kala, unfortunately, didn't get to participate in any
I was
of that.
before that time.
Yeah, you were.
But it was still a great experience. It was, honestly, it was like we talked about, learning life lessons through sports. It was a lot of getting up at 5 a.m., working out, going to class, coming back, going to meetings, working out again, not getting home till 9 p.m., doing homework at that time. You know, it was a lot of like structure and hard work and learning things that make you successful in life.
Totally. Your schedule was brutal.
Yeah. But I mean, look at me now. I wake up at 5 a.m. most days and like I'm fine, you
Yeah,
know.
work out or go play pickleball
Yeah.
or just like start planning your day. But dude, so you were able to get a scholarship. So that means that you were going to school for free.
Yep.
And what else along with that?
They pay for your tuition. They give you some money to live off of monthly and like, you know.
So it's kind of like
Cover
you
your
were getting a check. Like
expenses.
football was your job. You were getting a check.
Yeah.
Your school is free.
And I think that's a huge perk, obviously.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like much when you're in it, but I mean, there's a lot of people struggling to pay their tuition
Totally.
who aren't players, or
Well,
even some players
Yeah, even
who,
some players have to have a job.
who aren't on scholarship, you
Yeah.
know? And so it is a huge perk, and it's a blessing to not have to worry about student loans when you're 25, 30, you know, and not be in debt so you can buy things like houses and stuff.
Yeah.
But it is a lot of hard work that I don't know if a lot of students would do it, you know?
Yeah, sorry. Other things that I think is cool that goes along with being a college athlete is you got your books for free.
Yeah.
You got an iPad to do your homework on.
Mainly
You,
to watch film on, but
yeah,
yeah,
watch
for
film,
the homework too.
homework. I mean, you were playing Candy Crush on it probably.
Yeah.
You got free food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, drinks.
Yep.
You got to chill at, like, other students on campus don't have like a cool spot at the football facility. You had snacks and drinks, but then you also had Xboxes, TVs, ping pong tables, tons
Pool
of things to do.
tables, yeah. And those were always fun. I would always be playing ping pong and pool and stuff, but
A place to just chill between classes and football and stuff, that's cool, because like most people just have to like go sit at the library or something.
yeah. But you know what? It's just like a completely different experience than just going to college, I think.
Yeah.
And I look back and I'm like, dude, I probably met 10 people outside of football that like I became friends with. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure other people who aren't like going to practice all day and like working out and stuff like that, I'm sure other people make a ton more friends, you know? But I'm just like,
Well, and we got married so young.
yeah.
So I feel like, you know,
But I was just busy is what I'm saying.
yeah, you're
doing
busy
other
and
things.
married. So it's
Yeah.
just like your friends were your football players or past friends from Hawaii, and then you got married to me.
Yeah.
So
But it's just a different experience is what I'm trying to say.
yeah. A perk for me though is like I got free football tickets.
Yeah.
So I was at all the games and even some away games. And because we were married, I was able to go to a bowl game and I got free money, and they gave snacks to the players at night, and it was a full-on large pizza, and they're like, here you go. And so Kala got a large pizza and I got a large pizza, and I was like, this is a snack? Like, this is wild.
Never a shortage of food.
No. They're getting on a plane to go, let's say, to Arizona to play football there. They get like a burrito and they're like, here's your plane snack. And then they get food on the plane. After the plane, they get to the hotel, they get food. They have this full-on dinner. Then they go to the movies before bed, and they're
Popcorn
getting
and
large,
drinks and snacks.
large popcorn, candy, drinks. These guys, dude,
Then
they
we
get
come home, well, back to the hotel, and then we have basically a dinner, which is called a snack.
yeah.
Ice cream and sandwiches and
Yeah.
snacks, and then you go to your room and just chill.
But you guys are burning so many calories in
Yeah.
football practice, weight training, all of it. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I just feel, I'm sure there's so much stuff that we've missed that you've experienced playing college football and growing up in Hawaii. But just to like keep the episode at a good length, I'm going to cut you off here. But guys, this is my husband, Kala. He's super cool. He's the reason why this podcast is a thing. So, he really is. Sorry, ladies and guys, I got the best one out there. So, just grateful for Kala. And I hope you guys enjoyed hearing from him and what his experience was like living on this planet.
It's a good experience with you.
Thanks. Don't get all mushy on the podcast. No, just teasing. But anyways, so thanks, Kalaf, for coming on. Love you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm not gonna say that to every guest that comes on. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Vibe Provider podcast. Hopefully we see you guys next time. See ya.
See ya.
Bye.